Okay. You want to do the intro, brother?
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we'll give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the elders, Apostle Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect Tabernacle of David. Shalom.
Shalom.
And the speckled bird Israelites. Yeah.
Shalom.
You know, me and the brother can back at y'all with another lesson. You know, out here today. I had to get off from the plantation a little later. You know, hey, the water y'all smell shot. We almost up out of here, man. We ain't got much longer in this place, man, because things are speeding up. You know, we tired of working. You know, going to this man, answering him. You know, we ain't gonna have to do that too much longer. We gonna be in our kingdom. You know, and this man, hey, he ain't gonna get no breaks, or he gonna keep working till we say not to, or unless it's the Sabbath or something like that.
Yeah, Sabbath, new moon, feast day. That's the only time you getting a break, my boy.
That's it.
Matter of fact, it says right here, I'm just looking on End Time News and just seeing rinse and repeat. You know, rinse and repeat. And that's what happens within this kingdom. It's like you go to work, go to the Shaddai, right, the plantation, and, you know, it's just hell. You know, wake up every morning, got to work for this man, and this man's polluting the whole world. This man is committing war crimes. It's like, how much more? How much more? I mean, we really got to get out of here, man. But this article says, rinse and repeat. Trump warns U.S. will knock out every power plant and bridge in Iran to end regime's killing machine if deal is not made. See, this man has the whole world in his hands, but he wants more. The scriptures say his desire is as hell. He cannot be satisfied, you know? And what's the ultimate prophecy? Well, two, right? Got Jacob's trouble, because we're seeing what this war is doing, right? It's up in gas prices, it's up in just everything, man. The people is tired. I believe there's another article that said everything is going up except for the wages. So the people is feeling it. And so, yeah, when the wicked is bear rule, the people mourn. So we're tired of this rinse and repeat. We're tired of working for this man, dealing with this man. This man is eventually going to be taken out of power, and rightfully so.
I got a precept. This is Isaiah 24, verse 10. It says, "The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in." Right? Which that city of confusion is talking about this place, America, Babylon the Great. Right? You got these businesses closing, right? And a lot of that is because of this man that's in office, man. He keep, you know, making these nations mad. You know, he's doing it on purpose, which is really the elite controlling him and the Lord controlling all of them together. You know, so these people are really feeling these prices, which it just really hit the tip of the iceberg, really. You know, it's gonna get higher than that. It's gonna get maybe to $6-7 a gallon. You know, people complaining now, which they be playing with the gas prices, at least where I live at. You know, it'll go up, you know, during the day, then it'll go back down. You know, you just like, what the hell are y'all doing with the prices?
It's like the damn stock market. That's practically what it is.
Yeah, they're playing games.
Yeah, because if you know anything about the stock market, like say in the beginning of the day, the stock be all the way up, and then in the middle of the day, it might be, you know, down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, if you ever hear people that's investing in the stocks and stuff, you know, play that type of game, they might wake up like super early in the morning to get that good price, but it shouldn't be like that here, you know, just on the, you know, it's the wicked rulership. Slacky. Go ahead, Doc.
This is verse 11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone." Right? People want answers. They want solutions. There ain't no solutions. Right? The only solution is judgment. Right? Our Lord Yahushua coming back. Jacob's trouble. Right? Which we all, you know, we all seeing that, man. You know, one way or another, you know, you gonna experience that and feel that. Especially if you a 2/3 or you want these other nations out here, man. You know, you ain't gonna escape what's coming. the wrath of the Lord. You know, hey, when that famine hit, right? Hey, whenever all hell break loose or some other pestilence happen, you know, you're gonna be really trying to figure out what to do, but you ain't gonna know what to do.
Yeah. Let's get this right here in Habakkuk 2 and verse 4. Y'all know where I'm going. Those that's a little seasoned in this truth, right? Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. But check this, but the just shall live by his faith, right? The soul of the Edomite is not right. That boy ain't right. And that's how the Lord made him. You go into Romans 9, right? And it speaks of that lump of clay that is made to dishonor the Lord, right? Of course, you have the 2/3. They're made to honor the Lord, but in this generation, they're dishonoring the Lord. But ultimately, the Edomite, he's that lump of clay that's made to dishonor the Lord. He's contrary to everything, man. You see the chosen knights, man, right? They're most definitely contrary to the Lord, right? The scriptures speak of you're supposed to prophesy and pray with your head uncovered, but they cover their heads. You know, they put the Talmud above the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, I gotta do a lesson on. I gotta rewatch this video, and I may bring this up at camp as well. Right? You had appear to be Amalekite, which it could be Jake, but regardless, the scriptures speak of their tongues shall fall upon themselves. Right? And so this specific Amalekite, or appeared to be Amalekite, was speaking against B.B. Milkowski. And he said, B.B. Milkowski, if my eyes weren't deceiving me, if my ears weren't deceiving me, he said B.B. Milkowski is an Amalekite. I was like, whoa.
Hey, everything's being exposed. These people, man, they can't run from who they are, man. Who you are is who you are, man.
Yeah.
You know, just accept your fate. You know, I mean, I know it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, you're gonna have to face it sooner or later, especially when Yahweh Shah return. You know, when he returned, then hey, y'all gonna still try to fight against him, but that hey, y'all gonna get destroyed in the process. But so, you know, go ahead and try. You know, y'all gonna get turned straight into powder.
Yeah. Yeah. You got anything? I'll finish up on this. It's Habakkuk 2 in verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. What the Lord say about pride, right? Before a fall, right? The heart of a man is haughty, right? You go into that word haughty, it goes into pride. And the Lord hates pride. The scriptures speak of, and what's that, Sirach 10, right? Pride was not made for men. You know, especially you men of made from the dust and dirt, you know, especially you Edomites, you know, you're the most proudest people, but you're the most base people on the earth, and you have the nerve to be proud. The Lord raised you up, right? As my father would say, and you have that saying in the world, I brought you into this world, I can take you out. I gave you this blessing, and I brought you into this world. What the Lord gonna do? He gonna take you out, man.
That's how Esau looks at these people. He thinks he's the Most High, but he's not. And the Lord's gonna make you know that you just a man.
Yeah.
Right, you the basis of man.
Yeah. Let me get some more on that. Because he transgresses by wine, right? He gives the other nations his philosophies, you know, the woman above the man, and he had the other nations follow after it, to the point where, you know, China was looking at, you know, the ways of Babylon in disgust. They made a law over there now to where men's assets are protected, because the women over there in China was practically moving worse than the women over here in Babylon. They would get with a man just on purpose, just to divorce him and take his assets. So China was like, we ain't doing this no more.
We're wicked.
Yeah. He's a proud man. Check this. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. You see, This man's desire, this man's appetite cannot be satisfied, right? And so that's what we see in the Strait of Hormuz. The other nations is calling them out. Like, what are you talking about? I saw the other day. It was like Moab was calling out Babylon. What you need? What you mean? You need $2 billion to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Why you need to do that when this was all caused by you?
Con.
You know, the madness of the Edomites, man. We're seeing in real time why the nations are going to hate the whore. They hate the whore.
Yep. Hey, and we know what it's gonna end as, them shooting them arrows over here, man, which are the missiles, right? You can't shoot literal, arrows to the other end of the world, That's what it's talking about. Whether you believe it or not, it's written and it will happen, And we believe, in our lifetime.
Yeah, absolutely.
This ain't 1,000 years from now, like how what's his name was saying.
Really Hebrew, Al-Azhar.
He didn't say exactly like that, but
Yeah.
he was like basically saying that, we may have another 1,000 years. We don't even push that. We hasten the day of the Lord. All these prophecies are taking place, so we're not gonna say nothing like that out of our mouth. Too many things are happening, man. At once.
Yeah.
Every single day. This man posted on I think it's called Truth Book or something. This man posted something deranged and weird on social media.
Al-Azhar is?
No, not him.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
DJT. Yeah.
Posted something weird every single day. He posted something about, I think it was it looked like an AI video of him that he had blood on his face or something. Brothers shared it and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
This man, he let you know what time it is, man. He don't care. He's
Yeah.
showing you who he is.
Matter of fact, the other day, his brothers posted up as well. You had DJ posted up himself as the Messiah.
Yep, I
Like
did a
he-
lesson on that.
Yeah, you see? What the scriptures speak about that in Isaiah 14, man? Oh, was you going to get it?
Kind.
Yeah, yep. While the brother get that, I got Isaiah 62 and verse 7. And give him no rest till he establish, until we make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right? Matter of fact, I'm going to go back a verse. Let me get verse 6 through 7. Give me 1 second. Right? Here's the point. Isaiah 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall what? Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest to establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. You see that? His watchman is going to be pushing it. His watchman is going to be telling you what time it is. Like the brother said, we ain't going to be pushing. We got to hold another 1,000 years. That's wicked. That's off. That means you ain't watching. You ain't blowing the trumpet. You ain't paying attention.
You can't be. All the stuff that man was doing.
Shoot.
Hey, we don't even gotta go into it. If you know, you know. If you was paying attention, then you know.
Yeah, Bati boy activity, man.
Alright. This is Isaiah 14 in verse 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, and I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right? I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." That's this man. That proves, Job 9 and 24. The other scriptures where it talks about this man changing the images of the judges,
Yeah.
right? The prophets. That's a perfect example of that. No other nation does that, man. I haven't never seen it. I never seen the Chinese do it, put themselves up as the Messiah. I've never seen that. No Indians, Arabs. I've never seen them do it. It's only this man. He has a God complex. He think he the Lord. That's why he don't have no shame. But the Lord is gonna make you shamed in that day.
Yeah. Matter of fact, old boy needs a
He need a whooping.
That's what's gonna happen, man. Cause right here is the end time headlines, man, and it reads, Trump set to read scripture from the Oval Office during America Reads the Bible event starting Sunday. So I believe starting today, He's supposed to be reading the Bible.
You don't follow nothing in it.
You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. Let me see if it goes into it a little more, right? Let's see. It says DJ is expected to take part in a nationwide Bible reading initiative beginning Sunday with a planned appearance from the Oval Office, according to organizers of the event. The effort, called America Reads the Bible, which you Babylonians, you don't read the Bible. But if you do read the Bible, you don't understand the Bible.
God.
Why? Because the Lord has set up prophets to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to give you the true breakdown of the Bible, precept upon precept, line upon line, right? Is Trump going to be doing that, precept upon precept? I doubt it, right? Matter of fact, you should be reading, what's that, Lamentations 4 and verse 21 and 22, if I'm not mistaken, roughly paraphrasing, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, right? You should be living it up. If you understood, which I believe some of them, or some of the wicked elites at least, they understand who they are.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
They know. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I heard one of the elders, say, back in the day, there was somebody that I'll never forget it. Like they pulled up in some type of car or something, and they said, "How did you get this?"
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard that video of one of the elders talking about it. And this is, I don't know how long ago that was, but it was probably, I'm pretty sure it was before I came into the truth, way before I came in, or probably before I was born, probably in the 90s or something. But they know, man. They know.
Yeah.
They hid this thing from us, but it was not of their will that this be pushed out of the earth forever, and you just continue ruling. Nah, man. The Lord is righteous.
Yeah.
So therefore, the Lord is gonna make your kingdom go down, and He's gonna set up the Israelites, His people.
Yep.
Right. That's what the Lord is gonna do.
Yeah. If you was wise, you would just got rid of the Bible in totality, man. But
Yeah,
regardless,
they
your
couldn't
box,
even do it.
You still couldn't do that.
There's too much evidence, too many documents, too many photos of who the people are.
Yep.
I think that they ain't even find all of them, because we were the sand and sea, and we was ruling during the Dark Ages.
Yep. Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, so
Right.
there's no way how you able to hide 1,000-year history of us ruling.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Try to say there was no advancements in technology and architecture and intellectual, achievements.
That's like them saying it's like
You good, brother?
the civilization started with the Greeks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There was nobody before you.
Make it make sense.
Too many gaps.
Make sense. You had the Great Flood.
Too many air bubbles.
Yeah. You had the Great Flood. You had the Tower of Babel, the nations coming together, right? You had Egypt. Like, come on, man. You had the Persian Empire. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Yep. And you came in as the Greeks. That was your first time ruling, right? Make it make sense. That's how, as people say in the world, as we say as well, history, his story. He wants to tell of his greatness, right? But that's why the Lord is righteous. When you go into the scriptures, man, their kingdoms is not going to be remembered. Our kingdom is going to be remembered. We're going to rule for eternity, man. We'll probably close out in a second. I got this right here in End Time News as well. New internal reveals Putin is arming for a what? A large-scale war that can trigger World War III. Woo. Hey, the nations is gearing up to take you out of power, man. But the other nations think they got next, but you ain't got next, man.
Nope.
Will Babylon the Great be destroyed? Absolutely. I went into that last night, right? Because yesterday was thunder over Louisville. And as a young child, I know I look forward to going to Thunder over Louisville, but as I got older, as parents got older, we kind of stopped going because it was the same thing over and over. You ain't missing nothing.
Really not. I ain't went in like a long time.
Yeah,
Years.
same here. right? Is it cool to see the fireworks? Yeah, but you know, especially in these times, I wouldn't be surprised some type of psyop or something goes down. That's why I was kind of thinking last night, anyways.
I heard some niggas got stabbed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why. Before I was even in the troop, I stopped going. You know? Somebody always gets shot, stabbed. Something always happens.
Shot, stabbed, beat up.
Yeah.
Your pocket stolen. Even when I was a younger child, I remember somebody was shooting. And shoot, I took off with super speed, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? I remember seeing all the people. Remember seeing all the people running with chaos, man. But yeah, these are times that we in. We're gonna go ahead and close it out right there. Y'all right desires an edifying lesson. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem,
Rakakadash, the Master of the Apostles, the Master of the Elders, Agari Milson, Ruel, Tasha's Truth, and the Bible Bar.